Hello guys, happy Diwali! And it's hard to find a common pattern when we are analyzing the Rashi chart when it comes to 10th house and the profession. But interestingly, the 10th house in the Navamsha is much better. And this is what we'll be analyzing in this video. Navamsha is a special divisional chart which is related to one's luck or fortune, but there is this 10th house which is specifically related to one's wealth. If you are not doing that profession related to that, or at least your profession doesn't entail that specific part, then we could say that you are not fulfilling the full wealth potential in your chart, but it's also not bad because there may be other factors which will be more important, or the price for this top tier wealth options may be too high. In analyzing that, we see the planet which is placed in the 10th house in Navamsha. We take the lordship, of course, especially if the house is empty, and Rasi Drishti is also very important. This is the sign aspect. So you need to learn the sign aspects to fully use this rule in your chart. And all those planets, lordship or conjunction, being in the house or Drishti, all of them may give you the green line, so it would be good to treat them on the equal level and just understand the influence based on the strength or repeating factors in the rest of the charts. Today we'll be analyzing especially the Sun Yoga, and Sun is about the health, about the music, about the government, about the resources and being director, HR, providing the resources, administration. Of course, the Jyotish also, like in Pandit Sanjay Rath, we have the 10th Lord Sun, which is giving that enlightenment. So Sun is the Jyotisha. This is also the name of that planet when in the context of the Navamsha. The question would be how it compares to the 10th house in the Rashi chart. 10th house in the Rashi will control the whole career life situation, their circumstance, especially the Lord will be important to determine the final factor. And we always take this together with the Karaka, Mercury. So 10 Lord and Mercury, we need to see their Sambandha and if they are afflicted or not in the Rashi and in the Navamsha. So that will show the general makeup of the person, because it will be the consequence of your ascendant. So it's like what you want to do, how you want to do it. Planet there may inspire you to do business. And in the Navamsha, now we are optimizing the choices for the best line. There will be a few choices, optimization and seeing which planet will bring really that luck, which one is connected to that fruit, which can open the full potential in your life. So the wealth can bring these external things, the Rajasic things to show off that you have. This is good for status, your self-confidence. Sometimes you are going over the board with that. But it also brings the Sattvic things like freedom. You can do what you want, how long you want, and whenever you want. And it also gives you that peace, which can enable you, for example, those Shreya decisions more long-term, because you can have this zoom-out perspective, which is coming from this peaceful mind. Health and wealth influence everyone, but among these two, the wealth is more systemic, so it will always be very much related to your class. Depending on the class, this is the sociology perspective, your view on the profession, the wealth, your attitude to all those things will also be different. And psychologically, wealth is very much connected to those Adler's mechanism of compensation. So confidence, wealth, how you are compensating with that feeling, how you are happy with yourself, are you enough or not enough. This will have also big impact on how you are surrounding yourself with the wealth. So I'm analyzing the charts for more than 20 years, and I have observed that, for example, in defining the line of the person, especially if that was successful and one got good income from that, then the 10th in Navamsha was much more reliable than the Rashi chart. So in this video, we're going through 9 charts with this yoga, and we'll see what are the differences and how we can learn to apply this to our charts. And then also we will address your questions coming from the Instagram, the YouTube, and the Discord. So I hope after this video you'll be much better in judging which planets can increase the potential for you to get the biggest wealth possible, because that is what 10th house in Navamsha is about. Okay, so let's start. First one, Ali Primera. He was the songwriter, but also activist. So these two things often go hand in hand. So to use the Navamsha, of course, we have to rectify it. And here we have the time of demise. This was in Kevala Dasha, Sun, Mercury, and Saturn, Venus in normal moon, Vimshotri. We see that Venus is 12th lord and Saturn's own sign giving results of Venus. So we know that yes, the Scorpio ascendant is right. And now the Sun is going to 4th house, right? So it's like living career or going against the Indra. This is a very important point. The Indra in the 10th house, this archetype of government, governance, and Tvastr is in the Aquarius. So this is the anti-governance, right? This could bring people into the social justice, which are questioning those imperialist laws or this authoritarian things. The Aquarius is also the Saturn, so it will stay for the equality, for the public, for the masses, and will this axis will be very important. And the Lord of Aquarius is, of course, Rahu. So Rahu also will be joining in those activists. We will try to see if there is some pattern happening there. We have 10th Lord, Sun, and Saturn in the Aquarius. Beautiful. This Indra and Tvastr Aditya is there, and person was fighting for this social justice with the art. And this was a big thing of his life. He was really dedicated to this, so therefore it's in the Navamsha. We also see that in Rashi chart, 10th Lord is in the 9th house with the Lagna Lord. So there is also this higher education, some higher values, and the Mars Moon will always here fight also for the justice. So this is also seen from the Rashi chart. Arudha Lagna, which is very important, has this Kartari of Venus and Mercury. So therefore he has the possibility to work in this entertaining sector. So for actors or artists, you need to have this Raja's blessing. Now in the Dashamsa, we have this Rahu and Mars in the 10th house, which is showing that revolutionary thing again, right? And the Mars is 10th Lord from the Rashi chart. So it's in the 10th house with that Rashi in Taurus. So Taurus also is the sign of the moon fighting for the social cause. And he died from the accident. We see 4th Lord is in the 6th. There is also this Rahu and Mars in Sagittarius in the Navamsha. And Venus is in Trikona. The 12th Lord in the Navamsha is Trikona to that. So therefore, we are sure that this will be the source of the demise. And this was also activated at that time. Here, it is a very interesting thing because we see how the Panchanga totally smashed that Venus. It's in the Mula Gandanta, and it's also the Vara and Titi. So it suffers for something which is called the Titi dosha. We can see how this Venus is afflicted because of that. So we can see how the art here, right, from music and this social justice and activism are coming together through Venus. Venus is bridging these two activities, these two engagements. And we can also see that how in the science, in the philosophy, in the art, if we go to the abstract level, if we go higher, they are meeting in one point. They are very close to each other. So if you are going down, they are completely different. But philosophy and art and the science, if you go higher and higher, they have this common point of nodes of Rahu and Ketu. Now we are going to the Ted Stevens chart. We also have his circumstances and timing of demise. There is Mars and Rahu influence in the 12th house. It was the plane crash, the accident, and the timing was in the Sun Antardasha, which is the dispositor of both 12 lords, Mercury and Rahu. Now, interestingly, he was also involved for some time in the scandal related to I think this was tax evasion or something like that. Then he was this was dismissed. He was cleared of that, and this was in the moon phase. And moon is debilitated, 10th lord debilitated in the 2nd house. So we see sun and moon are influencing. Now the drishti is very important. They are influencing the 10th house. So again, we have possibility to work in those government sector. And from the Antardasha point of view, from the normal, we could say the variation or the Ududasha, this was the Venus Antardasha. That's a very interesting thing. Then Venus has the Duryoga in the Rashi chart. It's in the 12th house, the 6th lord, so it shows that. And in the Dashamsa, it is between Malefics, Rahu and Mars. 6 and 8. And also the malefics are before the Venus. So it is bringing the conflict. But in the same Venus Antardasha, this was dismissed, he was cleared out. Venus is very strong also in that Kendra, and in the Rashi chart we see 6th Lord in the 12th may also show that those enemy, this is not good for those case brought out by the enemy, 6th Lord in the 12th house. So there is some negative, but we also can see how this Venus is fighting back because of his position. In the Rashi chart we also see how before the 10th Lord we have all these malefics. So this is also a kind of affliction, and in the 6th house, which is showing that the legal cases or some conflicts always will be there. Arudha is an Aries aspected by the sun, so person can work in the government. We must have this confirmation also from Arudha. Jupiter and Mercury in the Dashamsa in the 2nd house shows that he was the financial analyst, and it's in the Leo, so in the government. So in the Dashamsa we'll get the exact role, because the government workers, there's like a label, and this under this umbrella you can do many things. Like I have seen that Jupiter is giving the expert, the Mercury can give someone who is dealing with finances. The Venus could be more for people who are bureaucrats, and Moon can work between the governing or the laws and the people, right? Like social causes. And the Jupiter is also very important for this legislative part of the governance. So there will be different roles for different people, and the Dashamsa is the way to differentiate between all those people. He was the senator of US from Alaska, and he was working in the government for most of his lifetime. We see how Sun is there playing a huge role in the Navamsha. Okay guys, so that would do for today. Again, happy Diwali, and thanks for being here with me. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. You are helping me with that free thing, and you are also making this video more viral on this platform. And join the Discord community for consultation. You can hit me up with this email. We can schedule a consultation for you on the Zoom, 60 or 90 minutes, when we are analyzing completely your chart from the health, relationship, and career life perspective. For more structurized knowledge, if you like this style of teaching, then consider buying the course, 3 modules, more than 60 hours, huge amount, ton of example, ton of rules. So if you want to turn from novice to more intermediate level, then this course is for you. And as you can see, to be able to use this rule, you need to learn how to rectify the Navamsha, because without rectified Navamsha, it's totally useless, right? If you're interested in learning this, then please consider watching this one.